Okay, today we have a bit of a different video. A couple of months ago, I got in touch with a company called Zhiyun. I sent them a video of London that I did using one of their handheld gimbals, the Crane 2. They really liked it, and they said, "Hey Brendan, we've got this new smartphone gimbal coming out. Do you want to test it?" And I was like, of course, please, content, send me views. Anyway, that's why today I'm bringing you a first look of the still unreleased and pre-production Zhiyun Smooth 4. Zhiyun's newest smartphone gimbal that has a lot of potential. Now this is going to be super quick, and I just want to give you a brief overview of what the gimbal is, what it does, and what you can expect and who's it for. The first thing is build quality. It's rumored to be about $139, and for that you're getting a really well built gimbal. It's all plastic, it's not metal like you get in the Crane 2, but it's well built, it's hefty, and the motors feel really well. The coolest feature is actually that the motors snap right into place. My big gimbal, it just sort of flops around, which you really don't want to do when you're spending a lot of money on it and relying on it for work. So this is a really cool implementation, and I really wish Zhiyun, my voice, I really wish Zhiyun would put that into the bigger gimbals. But Zhiyun, please, listen to me. Why did you not put a joystick so I can control the way the gimbal moves up, down and sideways? You have that in all other gimbals, but you don't have it in this. It's really not that great. I think that you should program the software so that I can use this little wheel, this dial, to control the movement, or I can use this wheel here. You have a lot of buttons. Allow me to program that, because that's something I miss, and I don't want to have to touch the screen of my gimbal, of my smartphone, to do that. It's bad for the motors, and it sort of defies the point of having something that you're walking around with. The next thing is stabilization. Now, the Crane 2 is incredibly smooth. You can get these amazing drone-like following shots, following a character through the city, doing amazing architectural shots. It's incredible. It's super light, super powerful. I'm in love. I would marry that thing if it wasn't an object. That's weird. Anyway, when it comes to this, it's a bit of a mixed bag, and the reason is because it's pre-production. I could not get the rear camera of my phone to stabilize. As you can see from these shots, it's very wobbly, it's not stable, it's not drone-like like you get in the Crane 2 or other smartphone gimbals from Zhiyun previously. I think it's a software issue, because when you click this little button and you switch it to the front camera, it becomes very smooth. You get those drone-like shots that you're used to from bigger gimbals. You can do great panoramas showing your area. It's a really fantastic vlogging tool. Actually, I probably enjoy vlogging on this and this phone more than using my gimbal or a GorillaPod and my big camera that I'm shooting with right here. I think it's great. What I think is that there's a difference in the algorithms between the front stabilization and the rear stabilization of the camera, which just means that Zhiyun has to figure that out, implement it into the stabilization motors and the way they work, especially depending on what phone you use, which I think they probably do already, and then this thing will work great. That's why I can't give you my full recommendation or a full review on it. I just wanted to point that out to Zhiyun so that they fix that. And they're super receptive, and they've already said they would, so that's fantastic. The last thing is, with these smartphone gimbals, who do I think they're for? Smart photography and videography is becoming increasingly popular. Phones are becoming more capable, cameras are becoming obsolete at the lower end. The higher end like this, it's still very much valuable. But people are switching to their phones, and for good reason. I think these gimbals are the next logical progression in that. One big user group will be videographers who have a phone that takes really good video, but they want to step up their game. This, fantastic. The next, tourist. You want to explore the city, you want to make those annoying sky call that piss all the locals off. You can do them now in smooth 4K on your gimbal. And lastly, a user group that's very underrated are vloggers and streamers. With Twitch becoming increasingly popular since the whole Fortnite thing, and Twitch in real life streaming with Ice Poseidon and those kind of people becoming very, very popular, this could be a fantastic tool. You can stream from your phone right to Twitch in a smooth cinematic way that your competition can't do. For vloggers it's the same. You can have an extension of your arm that is super smooth, doesn't look awkward because you just look like a tourist, and you have all the controls that you ever need right at the palm of your hand. I think it's a fantastic tool. If I would actually say, apart from that, apart from vlogging, my favorite feature is doing hyperlapses on this thing. It's sort of a discovery. My friend mentioned, hey, want to do a hyperlapse? And we didn't have anything, so we threw my phone onto here, put it in the Apple time-lapse mode and just walked around. The results are really cool. Hyperlapses are very difficult to do normally. You need to do a lot of post-processing, or it takes a lot of time. With this, it's a breeze, and with your phone's inbuilt time-lapse mode being really good, you know, it's a fantastic way to create some really cool video. But that's about it. What do I think? It's a pre-production unit. I think for the price of about $140, it's a fantastic tool. It's really cool. As a vlogging tool, this is fantastic. Once they figure out the stabilization for the rear, amazing. I think it's just a software issue. But I'm really looking forward to the way videography moves. I think smartphone gimbals are the future. I think a lot of filmmaking on the lower end is going to move to smartphone cameras as they're becoming increasingly better. If you look at the Google Pixel 2, it's fantastic. And I think these are the next big move. And I think at a very accessible price like this, yeah, I think there might be a winner once they get the stabilization going. But that's my first review that I did on this channel. Crazy, I know, right? I'm upgrading my gear soon, so a lot more of that is coming. In the meantime, please subscribe at Brendan Spaun, right here, always plugging in the laptop. Like this video if you liked it. If you don't, I don't care. I'm not getting paid for this anymore with YouTube's demonetization. Follow my Instagram to see some behind the scenes and my photography. It's alright. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Big shout out to Zhiyun, you're the real G for sending this over. I had a blast using it. And if you guys send me the finished product, I will have a lot of fun making a cinematic video with that. Thank you for watching, guys. My name is Brendan. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you later. Stay cool. Bye.